expect to see sparks flying down in the paint tonight. Greg, a couple of very talented centers matching up head-to-head in this one.
But with the way the game is played today, we could see them battling at the arc. Modern bigs make their presence felt now all over the floor.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. Minnesota with the ball. The dish now to Towns. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Here he goes. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Booker against Edwards. It's stolen by Edwards. For three. Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds. Shot clock at 6. Here's Towns. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
Now here's Booker. To the middle. It's deflected. It's stolen by Gobert. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Durant.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Booker against Edwards. Here's Ayton. Down low. And the dunk by Booker.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
All right, thank you, David. Hands it from downtown.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Ayton a screen on Conley. Conley against Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Plays it up off the glass.
The wily vet Paul able to score down low.
1:43 left to play here in the first. Now Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. A second chance effort. Gobert the pass to Conley. Clock at 6. Back to Gobert. And it's Gobert again missing.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Here's Booker. He's got 5. Inside. Here's KD. And KD throws it down.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
Conley the pass to Gobert. Bounce down low. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
The wide open look for Durant. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. KD's got 9. Towns a screen on Paul. Conley with a wide open look. Drills it from outside.
It's Conley's ability to hit the long ball that makes him such an asset. Stretches the floor and creates space.
And here's Booker from the arc. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Booker, good.
If you're talking strictly from shooting range, Booker is right at the top of that group.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder. Fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
5 to shoot. Here's Towns. Another shot. And it's sent back by KD.
A tremendous defender. Durant's length can cause major issues for the offense.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Prince is checked in. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. The pass to Octopi. Kicks to Ayton. Booker looking around. 6 to shoot. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Talk about a bailout shot, but how many people are composed under pressure like Booker is?
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Now, here's McDaniel. Gobert finds Prince. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And Gobert throws it down.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Towns against Durant. Back to Gobert. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Landry Shamit's checked in for Booker. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Noel, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Rivers in for Mike Conley. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They've been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Warren's checked in for Octopi. Terrence Ross comes in for Landry Shamet. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Good advice. David, thanks. So it's Minnesota now. The Suns getting the bucket. There's 1:26 left to play here in the half. The finish rips down the breakaway slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the juggle.
Here's Noel. Pass to Anderson. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
Durant drawing the double team. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of the game.
Totally unselfish play there from Aiden. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Pass to Reed. Over Ayton. Reed misses.
Normally he drains that.
And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Ross, that's good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Ross on the wing. Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Runs the offense smoothly. Durant special in that regard.
And KD throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And so it's Phoenix sitting with... I thank you, David, and folks.
Your Suns, 37. The Timberwolves, 23.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted areas seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Who's out there for Phoenix.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-ball strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Suns leading by 14. Booker outside. Fades away. That shot off the mark. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Paul with the steal. Fade away. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the inside. And stolen by Booker. Fast break, here come the Suns. And he lays it up and in. Booker's got 12 points in the game.
You have to respect Booker's range. That's what gives him opportunities off the dribble.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Now here's Booker. He's got 12. And Ayton throws it down.
Impressive at using the pick and roll. Ayton slips well to the basket after setting that screen.
Towns down low. Craig defending. Bucket is good. Towns has got 6 points in the quarter.
Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
Outside Edwards. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
To the paint. Stolen by Michael Conley. Out to the right wing. And that's an intentional foul. Baisley's checked in for the Suns.
14th foul. Now into the lineup for your
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force. And Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game. Anderson, he's checked in for Minnesota. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Suns leading by 12.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the third quarter. Ayton a screen on Edwards. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Releases from the wing and drills it. Booker's got 16 points.
Calls the play, and Booker executes to perfection.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. They double him with Ayton. Shot by McDaniels, no good. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Octopi for 3, drains it from beyond the arc. And the Suns lead by 17.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
And the Timberwolves call time. So for the Suns, Warren's checked in for Octopi. Terrence Ross comes in for Devin Booker. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Taurean Prince comes in for McDaniels. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Austin Rivers in for Mike Conley. Shot clock at 6. Reid misses. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 17-point lead, their biggest. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
And a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Ayton gets double teamed. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Pass to Baisley. Shot clock at 5. Ayton with it. Guarded now by Prince. And that one's good, Ayton.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Now Payne after Taurean Prince's three-pointer that didn't go. From 10 feet out, Reed with the block. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Rivers gets a wide open look. Offensive rebound. And Anderson gets it to go.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Payne dishes to Ayton. Makes it off the glass. Ayton's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 19-point advantage heading in.
Please give a big round of applause for your son,
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Minnesota. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at point guard.
I love the confidence. Ayton knows he must continue to hone his jumper, especially shooting it off the catch.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Phoenix calls timeout. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. KD's checked in for Baisley. Okogie comes in for Warren. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Ross. And it's Paul in for Payne. Here's Durant. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
I love the confidence that Durant plays with. The closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Phoenix. Conley with it, now guarded by Booker. The pass to Gobert. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Gobert with a wide open look. No good from 18. And it's Phoenix's ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. They grab their own miss. Kicks it to Ayton. And the 3 off target. The Timberwolves shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. To the middle, here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniel.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Booker against Conley. And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, Devin Booker has really developed his pick-and-roll game, and let me tell you this, playing with CP3, that will help.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. Paul passes to Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Okogie. Booker outside. A 3 ball. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Durant. Lets it go from the wing. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Edwards passes to Gobert. Outside Conley. And Chris Paul picks up the foul.
Chris Paul.
That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
3rd team foul.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And here's Conley outside. It's not going to go for him. The Suns go the other way with it.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought that their overall shot selection was better.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kevin Durant.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
McDaniels finds Conley. Inside, and stolen by Ayton. Paul with the ball. Conley picks him up, passes it to Booker. From deep, looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. The leader falls for him. That was a difficult shot.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Booker outside. Buries it from three-point range.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Edwards can't hit. Here's Octopi. Durant way outside. Can't connect. So it's the Suns winning easily here. And the outcome of this one was never it. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Well, Grant, we've got two savvy veteran teams on the court, so you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac, and it's Westbrook in at point guard. Now here's Zubac. The Clippers call timeout.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Off the inbound pass. Second chance shot. Here's Westbrook. Soft touch off the glass.
Right at the basket is where Westbrook wants to be. He is fearless about going inside.
Booker drawing the double to the middle. And Ayton with the stuff.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Finishing that possession with an exclamation mark. Kawhi making his presence felt.
Outside Durant. Clock at 6. Over Leonard. Durant, no good.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Leonard outside. Pass to Westbrook. Zubac with it. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
And Smitty, with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Now here's Paul. The kick to Durant. And stolen by Leonard. Covington passes to Leonard. Paul against Westbrook. They swipe it. And they're running. And he's going for the oop here. And Durant with the big finish.
I'll tell you what, Durant takes a lot of contact inside. Defenders try to muscle him, but it doesn't matter.
And Paul gets it to go.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Westbrook finds Leonard. Here's Covington. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
Opposing defenders know what Robert Covington is capable of, giving him no room.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Okogie. It's tipped. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Leonard's shot's good. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. It just makes everyone on this team so much better.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
George outside. Here's the three. And he buries his first look.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Booker for three. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers in the lead. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
Leonard up top to the paint.
Defensively, Ayton's always had the size and length. Where he's really improved is with the angles he takes to the ball.
And stolen by Covington. And it's the Clippers on the break. For three, George. The ball's knocked loose. The Suns have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Up top, Booker. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Shoots a fadeaway. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Durant. The Clippers grab the miss.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And that one's good. Covington.
You love how Covington stretches the defense. He is too accurate from range.
Durant with a screen on Westbrook. Pass to Ayton. Outside for Booker. With the fadeaway. And the three-pointer goes.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
And you know he was going to try to respond. Those threes canceling each other out perfectly.
Westbrook, the pass to Covington. The shot. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. For three, Booker. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. The Clippers on top. They're up by 1. And
please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth team.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
They just look hungrier out there. They don't mind taking the pounding.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Outside for Booker. The Suns need to get off a shot, and the basket is good. Paul's got 5.
So clever on his takes inside. Chris Paul is adept at carving his way through the deep.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7. And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Ayton with a screen. Shoots over Zubats. And Ayton with the stuff.
They're looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Pass to George. Durant with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Booker against George. Ayton, the screen on Westbrook. Here's a 3 from Paul. Counted from distance. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter.
It's a real challenge to contain Chris Paul off pick and roll basketball. Reason why he can pass it at an elite level and shoot it at an elite level.
And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Okogie. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged and everything has to be earned.
There's the triple. They get it again. Back to Paul. Now here's Ayton. Here's Okogie. The kick to Durant. Just 5 on the clock. And Durant slams it home.
That's just not fair. KD leaving him nailed to the floor.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And the dunk by Leonard.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Drills it from deep. And they say to win big, sometimes you have to sacrifice. Tell us exactly what that means, though, in basketball terms.
What it means, B.A., as a player, you might have to accept a more defined role. Most players grew up as the best player on their team. When you're on a contending team, sometimes you have to just star in your role.
Durant with a screen on George, and stolen by Covington. And 1:01 left to play in the first half of basketball. Booker against George. Zubats. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Ayton, the screen on Westbrook. Here's a 3 from Paul. It's rebounded by Zubats. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
For 3, Covington. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Beyond the arc. Down low. And Ayton with the stuff.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Westbrook finds Zubats. No good that time. Ayton with the defensive effort. And so it's the Phoenix Suns closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Back to the game after this break. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Mason Plumlee out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1, and the Clippers making a change here. Highland's checked in. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, BA, one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Here's Covington, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Covington's got 7 points in the game. The kick out to Paul. 4-3. Inside. Here's Durant. Plumlee pulls down the board. The Clippers trail. Here's Highland. And the layup is good off the glass.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Here's Paul. And he lays it up and in. He's got 10.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
Pass to Covington. Fires the 3. They get it back. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Morris, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Gordon comes in for Paul George.
Marcus Morris Sr. Eric Gordon.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Phoenix making some changes. Warren's checked in for Okogie. Ross comes in for Devin Booker. And Payne is subbed in for Chris Paul. Durant against Leonard. Pass to Payne. Back to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
One of the all-time scoring greats. Durant is racking up the points tonight. There's nothing you can do to stop him.
Now Morris. Back to Gordon. Stolen by Ross. To the inside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
Payne with it. And it's Leonard picking him up.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
And the basket by Highland.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences. And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper. Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter, aggressive move inside.
Morris for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The Suns have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Warren's for 3. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Warren's got 9 points now in the second half. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Baisley, he's checked in for Durant. Batum is checked in for Los Angeles. Powell comes in for Leonard. 1:46 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Right side Payne. Pass to Baisley. All alone. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. And the Suns lead by 13.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
There's the three. Buries it from three. He's got 10.
He is really shouldering the load on the offensive end and doing an outstanding job. But he needs the rest of his team to step up.
Oh, what a burst of energy from Warren. Flying up to the rim for a nice dunk.
It's Powell on the wing. Drives to the hoop. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And it's Warren on the take. Suns keep it alive. Pass to Aiden. And here's Payne. Back to Warren. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
4 on the clock. Warren shot is good.
This right here, whew, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
Inside, here's Batum. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
All right, Batum still has some hops left in those legs.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Puts up a 3. The offensive rebound. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. And so here are the Clippers, trailing by 13. Batum with a screen on Payne. Pass to Batum. Lets it go from deep. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Building this lead up.
ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Phoenix has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. T.J. Warren out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Aiden in at center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. To the paint. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. And Booker, here we go. Aiden. Oh, and the jam by Aiden.
You see his length, the explosion, making sure of that one.
Here's Highland from deep. Warren with the rebound.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space. But that does make it a tougher shot.
Here's Highland. Here's Gordon. And he drops it in from the low post.
As a defender, you have to get more physical with him in the post.
And if you don't, they keep finding the matchup every time up the floor.
Paul passes to Booker. And Booker gets double teamed to the middle. Gordon with a steal. On the break. Back to George. And it goes. as the official calls the foul. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart.
The previous play is under review.
2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. Okogi's checked in for Warren.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Here's Booker, and Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has the chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Covington, a screen on Paul, launches a three. Gordon on the wing, back to George. And George with the jam.
Capable of flat out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
Pass to Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Booker can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Down low. Durant with the bucket. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting it well at 59%. Gordon, and stolen by Paul. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. For the Clippers, Leonard's checked in for Gordon, and it's Westbrook in for Highland.
Russell Westbrook.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter here. George passes to Covington. And the Clippers miss again.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Ayton. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And in traffic, he uses the reverse to keep the shot blocker at bay.
What an incredible move. Not everyone has that kind of skill.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Suns.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Chris Paul.
I have to say, he was totally unleashed tonight. Flying up and down the court, helping out however he could. He made a big impact on both ends.
Quick attack by Covington, not giving the defense a chance to get all over him.
And stolen by Covington. Leonard for three. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Durant, the pass to Ayton. Screen by Durant. And Booker puts up a deep three. Ayton with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Pass to Paul. From deep. Plumlee pulls down the board. Leonard outside. It's tipped. Misses there. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Steve Smith, this is Brian Anderson with our 2K.
tremendous passing teams. And it should be a lot of fun watching these teams move the ball.
One of the things that strikes you about both of these teams is that they really enjoy playing with one another. Both play an unselfish brand of basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and usually that's when the confidence is sky high.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard. Wide open look here for Zubac, and he misses his first shot of the game. And the pass to McDaniels. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And he needs to get himself under control here. That's 2 fouls in less than 60 seconds.
Down low, stolen by George.
Moving the ball is certainly important, but forcing passes like that is simply bad basketball.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
Well, just terrific anticipation to force the turnover and ignite the break.
Now here's Conley. Gobert with a screen on Westbrook. And finished off by Gobert.
But terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Here's Leonard. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. A three-pointer, no good. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Conley kicks to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Edwards with it. George picks him up. Edwards dishes to McDaniels. Back to Gobert. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Well, this is why Rudy Gobert shoots such an outstanding percentage. He consistently knows what shots to take.
Covington setting the pick for Leonard to end the run. George passes to Covington. Clippers moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Leonard finds Westbrook. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Passes it to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Zubac. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Clippers. Trailing here by 8. Outside, George sinks the three-pointer.
Well, no hesitation. The full arsenal on display here. Catch and shoot, rise and fire. Yes, Paul George.
Conley the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to McDaniels. Towns with it. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
There's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community?
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
And George gets it to go.
And this is a shot Paul George makes consistently, right? When he's in rhythm, he's ready to fire off the bounce.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Poked away. Here's Towns. Goes up again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
Now, here's George. He has 5. Wants to get it to Westbrook, and does.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Outside Leonard. Outside Covington. Outside Westbrook. And he drives in. Pocket 6. Puts up a 3. Minnesota with the rebound. There's the 3.
This guy is a perennial all-defensive team member. The wingspan, a problem for offensive players.
Rudy Gobert. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Well, talking about positives, you can throw in their interior play today as well, and I love the strategy. Get the ball down low and go for it.
Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Towns, the pass to Conley. Just 5 to shoot. That's tipped. Paul George with the steal. Conley against Leonard, and Plumlee kicks to George. No good that time, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Uses the glass to finish the lane. George has got 4 this quarter.
Paul George's ability to put the ball on the floor and drive it balances out his shooting. So important to have both.
McDaniels dishes to Edwards. It's rebounded by Leonard. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet. And that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Towns, and he goes. Right over Mason, Plumlee, and slams it down.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
George passes to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
2 minutes now played in the 2nd quarter. Conley finds Edwards. And the dunk by Towns.
Towns has a 7'4" wingspan. If he gets off the floor, good night.
George with no one around. Here's Plumlee. Kicks it out to Leonard. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Plumlee trying to break loose, and it's Westbrook missing.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Leonard with the steal. Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
Well, Rudy Gobert is in rhythm, and it's not often you see him dominate from the offensive end, but right now he's cooking.
And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
Minnesota leading by 4. Conley with it. Westbrook picks him up. Stolen by George. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. George up top. Covered by Conley. Good.
Yeah, really smart move by Paul George. Feeds a ready shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
Conley feeling it out. Towns is doubled. It's good. Now he's... shooting 6 for 7.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Westbrook passes to George. An even 3-on-3 break. And finished by McDaniel.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Here's Plumlee. Outside, Batum on the wing. George finds Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Back to George. George double team. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Towns with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Gobert down low, defended by George. Shot by McDaniels, no good. Clippers trail by 6.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
16 seconds left now here in the second. To the inside. And stolen by Prince. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Rivers kicks to Prince. To the left wing. Here's Anderson. The shot from the low post is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man.
All right, David, thank you. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Boy, he's been aggressive looking for his shot. Remarkable effort on the offensive end in that first half.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the guard position.
Kawhi Leonard has built that three-point game now to add to the mid-range and the ability to draw contact. Now you got to guard him everywhere.
Here's Prince, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And doors for teams trying to establish culture and institutional values. What makes that possible? How does that work?
I think that begins from ownership through the front office and then down to the coaching staff and then finally to the players. But Kevin, we know this. It can't be just talk. Show me, don't tell me. You have to be accountable to your teammates and to the organization.
Just 4 to shoot. For 3, Covington. Rebound, Minnesota. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Rivers, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And the ball goes out of bounds. This touch by Plumlee.
Clippers substitution. EuroCup Norman Powell.
Now here's Rivers. D right on him. Here's Reed. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
And so Powell will bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 10-point game. They get the rebound. Gordon. Nice fake with the layup off the mark.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Stolen by Zubac. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Highland's shot is good. Highland's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Now here's Reed. Zubac defending. From deep, Prince hits the three-point bomb. Prince has got the lead back up to 10 now for the Timberwolves.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
Clippers trail by 7. Here's Covington. The rebound by Prince. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. It's Rivers on the wing. Defended by Gordon. Reed. A three-pointer off the mark. LA has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. The shot by Powell, no good. Timberwolves leading by 7. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Reed the pass to Anderson. Back to Reed. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Gordon with a screen on Rivers. And Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. Here's Gordon. Shoots the three. Traps in the tray. Gordon's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Timberwolves leading by 6. Now here's Rivers. He's guarded closer. Shot's good by Noel.
Boy, what a pretty pass from Austin Rivers. That is an improved aspect to his game.
Morris with a screen on Rivers. Highland passes to Zubac. Morris against Anderson. Eric Gordon on the wing. Three-pointer. The rebound by Anderson.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Now here's Rivers. He's guarded closely. That one goes in. And it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
Austin Rivers' confidence is maybe his greatest asset. This guy is willing to go off the dribble drive and make a play.
Morris with the bucket. 23 seconds left to play in the third. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Inside, Anderson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
He doesn't get the second one. Outside Gordon. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Gordon's got 9 points in the quarter. Conley kicks to Gobert. 1 second left. No good on that one. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Timberwolves lead. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Anderson, and it's Conley in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Karl-Anthony Towns checked in for the Timberwolves. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Thank you, David. Plumlee is checked in for Los Angeles. Covington passes to Gordon. The tray doesn't go for him. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Conley left side. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Here's Conley. Down low. Here's Gobert. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Gobert's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves. Pass to Gordon. Going inside. Launches it. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And there's the pass to Towns. And the Timberwolves call timing.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Rudy Gobert.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. He had a nice open look right there.
And we don't see Covington shoot from the corner a lot, but he looks confident bombing it from there.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. And the layup's good off the glass. Gobert's got 4 this quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Karl-Anthony Towns with the rebound. Outside Conley. To the paint. Puts the move on. He takes it up and lays it in. And that's 20 points for Rudy Gobert.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
For 3, Covington. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists in the game.
Robert Covington using the dribble to create the shot. Pretty pull-up.
Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Covington's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 13. And Towns throws it down.
I mean, there's no aspect of the offensive end of the floor that's problematic for Towns. He's a 3-level scorer. His team understands he's in rhythm. It's looking easy for him right now.
George passes to Gordon. Kicks it out to Covington. To the middle. Here's Plumlee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's George for three. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Edwards. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on George.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. There's Gordon with the 3. Stolen by Michael Conley. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Minnesota.
Now, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Rudy Gobert.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. He kicks to Gobert. Towns down low. Covington's there. Second shot opportunity. And Towns lays it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Passes to Gobert. Inside. Outside Edwards. Here's Towns. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our
Expecting an intense battle in the front court tonight, Graham. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3. Now here's Booker. Takes the 3. Minnesota with a rebound.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Durant pulls it in. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into a shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever. Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Outside Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, it would be fun to check the number of points that Paul has generated running the pick and roll throughout his career. It's such a reliable play for him because he's so good at reading the defense.
Back to Conley. There's the 3. That one is off. Now the Suns take it the other way. Outside Booker. The 3 is up. Hits a 3-pointer.
Well, Booker can just bury you from the arc if you let him. He's a pretty efficient range shooter.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Towns a screen on Paul. For 3, Conley. Counted from distance.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Booker for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Conley. Gobert with a screen on Paul. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
He was gripping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one.
Better safe than sorry, right?
Now here's Conley. 6 points for him. He buries it from 3.
A savvy playmaker with a great handle. Conley runs such a smooth pick and roll.
Paul passes to Durant. Shot is up. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
The Timberwolves trail. And here's Conley. He's got 9. Here's Towns. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Towns has a rare combination of size and skills. And, you know, when he gets the rock in the painted area, good luck trying to stop him. He's dangerous down there. Going on the attack, working his way into a nice shot.
Outside Conley. No! They're unable to get the tying basket there. Pass to Gobert. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. 34 seconds left to play in the first. For 3, Conley. Kept alive by Minnesota. Towns finds McDaniels. Gobert inside, guarded by Durant. Shot is good by Edwards.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Paul against Conley. Pass to Booker. Screen by Durant. Outside Booker. And so it's Mike Conley making things happen for Minnesota. He dropped 3 threes. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year, he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Now here's Towns. Outside Conley.
You know, Chris Paul is a first-rate on-the-ball defender. I mean, you rarely get a clean shot off on him.
Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Hitting the afterburners to get the easy slam.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare. Well, a big trade over this summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Noel, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Payne's checked in for Paul. Outside Booker. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It felt like we'd become a league where every game turned into a 3-point shooting contest. But, Clark, we've seen different styles work.
Exactly, B. I mean, take Chicago during the 21-22 year. I mean, they were fantastic offensively, yet near the bottom of the league in three-point attempts. Having teams with distinct offenses, I think, makes the game a lot more fun to watch.
Now here's Gobert. Drops in the layup for 2. Gobert's gotten 4 this quarter.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Booker, the pass to Payne. Here's Ayton. Here's the 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Pass to Edwards. Inside. Payne against Towns. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
For 3, Booker. Payne finds Booker. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. For 3, Booker. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Awfully tough play to defend. When you honor the roller, Booker just takes advantage.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams. When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Phoenix calls timeout. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And Rivers is subbed in for Anthony Edwards. And the Suns also making a change. Ross, he's checked in for Booker. Now here's Durant. Give him 8. Down low. And Durant with the big finish.
You know, why settle for the layup when you're this close? Durant might as well just turn it over and punch it home.
Here's Rivers, defended by Payne. Reed, a screen on Payne. Pass to Reed. 6 on the shot clock. A slam dunk by Reed.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Now here's Payne. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Ross. Oh, he goes up high for the 2-handed slam.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Here's Rivers. Off the mark there with a 3. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Up top, Durant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Anderson.
Well, you look at Durant, and it's obvious. He feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
The Suns making a switch here. Warren's checked in. Pass to Reed. Releases. Over to the left wing. The shot. The shot no good. And Phoenix the other way now. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Baisley, he's checked in for the Suns. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Anderson drives. Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Payne drives. And a nice finish on the layup. Payne's got his first bucket in this one.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Here's Anderson. Oh, Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't. Allie, as always, thank
Your Minnesota Timberwolves. 28, the Suns, 30.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
On the court right now for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. Outside Edwards. Going inside, and Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Here's a 3 from Paul, and stolen by Gobert. Towns for 3, drills it from deep. Towns has got 7 points.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Here's a 3 from Paul, and the Suns get another 3.
Really aggressive play that time by Paul at the arc, letting the other team know he's also got that kind of range.
Conley against Paul. Here's Gobert. Conley passes to Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. Edwards for 3. They get the rebound. Towns. Back to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. 3-pointer. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year. Some heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And so Gobert nails both of them. Phoenix has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Here's a 3 from Paul. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Booker, the pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Oh, Durant with a steal. Pass to Paul. Outside for Booker. To the inside. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Reed's checked in for Gobert. Now here's Durant. 14 points for him. The 3 from Ayton knocks down the triple. Ayton's got 5 points in the quarter.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
And Edwards slams it in.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
Ayton, the screen on Edwards. Booker, the pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
And they recover it, and they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
The Suns making a switch here. Baisley, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Warren comes in for Okogie. Ross, he's checked in for Booker. And Payne is subbed in for Chris Paul. Stolen by Anderson. Fast break, Minnesota. Rivers, good. And now just a 1-point Phoenix lead.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Out to the wing. On the wing, Rivers. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Paisley. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
To the paint. Anderson inside. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Jalen Noel out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Taurean Prince. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Reed in at the 5. So that's the Timberwolves 5. There's a screen by Biyombo. Paisley goes in. Cranked it in off the glass.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Minnesota calls timeout. And I'm sure the players will be staying hydrated with some Gatorade during this timeout. It's so important that they maximize their ability to recharge during a short break like this. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told the squad, run when you have the chance. We can't score all of our points in the half court. Push the rock. Let's see if they listen to coach. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. So it's Phoenix now, following the score by Minnesota. Durant with a screen on Edwards. Inside. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Easy feasting for KD. I mean, he's been killing them tonight. They just don't have an answer for him.
Edwards a screen on Booker. McDaniels from long range. Sinks it from distance. McDaniels got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And that one's good. Paul. And the Suns lead by 4.
Against close defense, Paul's agility and ball handling is really what makes the difference. Slipping by and able to get the finish.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Now here's Booker. Ayton, the screen on Edwards. From behind the arc. And there's Paul. That one's good. On the assist by Booker. Paul's got 5 points now in the quarter. Pass to Gobert. Shoots over Ayton. It doesn't go for him. Now the Suns take it the other way. Now here's Booker. Durant with a screen on Conley. Outside Paul. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Tell you what, it's really remarkable to see it. Just about 6 feet tall, and that might be generous. Chris Paul is a dominant player in the painted area, and he does it with skill and craftiness.
Now here's Conley. Outside McDaniels. That three's off the mark. The Suns have gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the 4th. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Conley against Paul. Goes up from the top of the key, and it's Phoenix with another.
Good things just happen when Chris Paul's on the court. Leadership, talent, savvy, awareness. I mean, whether he's dropping dimes or knocking down jumpers, he's productive.
Gobert, that's good.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Paul drives in. Round. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Towns. To the middle. Shot is good by Edwards. And now just a 4-point Phoenix lead.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
To the inside. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Towns. The whistle. He'll head to the, well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action.
The previous play is under
these calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the ref.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
He gets the first, and that brings him within 5.
And, you know, we all know how talented Towns is. Now it's time for him to up the ante and do big things in the playoffs.
Those are big free throws. Now they need some defensive stops.
Now here's Paul. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Phoenix has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Booker against Edwards. Booker, the pass to Durant. Pass to Octopi from deep. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Now here's Conley. Here's Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Money!
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you. You really need to tighten it up.
Nice shot by Octopi.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Got it.
Captain Clutch, one of Conley's many monikers, appropriate here. Just wow.
For 3, Durant. Can't hit that one. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
NBA2K. Sport. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks.
They did, and it showed, and it was fun to watch. Terrific. David, thanks. And it's the Suns to start out. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. Now here's Paul. Shot clock at 6. Durant against Leonard. Second chance shot. Durant. That's good.
A great hustle from the swing man that time as Durant doing whatever he could do to keep it alive.
And George kicks to Zubats. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And then Durant with the dunk.
A difficult cover here on the pick and roll as Devin Booker's getting more and more experience playing out and making plays.
Durant, it drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And George, here we go.
Well, Ayton at 7'1" has a 7'5" wingspan, so those arms helping out.
Katie with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's Okogie. The turnaround Jay misses off the left iron. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
And it's Westbrook, that time on the assist from Leonard.
Stellar anticipation by Leonard to create the fast break opportunity. That's why he's a perennial defensive player of the year candidate.
Now here's Paul. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First 2.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Booker the pass to Okogie. And it's good, 2 points.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
Westbrook against Paul. And there it is for him.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And the wide open shot from Paul. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one. Westbrook finds Covington. And stolen by Ayton. And Katie throws it down.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using him to cut up the defense there with ease.
Zubats, that's good.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Now here's Paul. Durant kicks to Ayton. Puts the move on, and Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, with how much attention Durant draws, he's a skilled passer, and he'll make it happen.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have. Injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Here's Ayton after the basket by Los Angeles. Just 5 to shoot. Paul passes to Ayton. And no good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And in that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on. He's been a little more selective in shooting threes, has Devin Booker. But, man, when he makes one, sometimes he'll open up a can of them.
The shot's good from Westbrook. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Booker outside. It's Durant on the wing. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And KD decisive that time, wasting no time, rises up and fires.
Covington inside the line. Stolen by Durant. For 3, Booker. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Booker's got 6.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
And so it's Phoenix with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've done a lot of great work from long range. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. A moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Suns.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. And here's George for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And with every season, Brent, it seems like the league gets more diverse and international. It certainly keeps the play interesting.
Well, the skill set of the younger players that come into the league is absolutely scintillating. And those different styles, those different techniques, that's the great thing about basketball is that you can find something within each player that you'd like to steal or borrow, but it's unique to them.
Phoenix leading by 10. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Paul dishes to KD. Back to Paul. Booker in the post. Defended by George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on George.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Booker looking around. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 5th rebound in this one. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. And I think it's a conversation.
Booker outside. Shot clock at 5. Good on the three-point shot. Booker's got 12.
Tough to guard Devin Booker on a quick pick and roll with his size and speed. He can be very dangerous in these sets.
And Batum kicks to George. Pulls from the top of the key. Highland passes to George. And now the Suns a fast break. And here's Booker from the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. Outside Batum. And Phoenix pushing it up now. On up the court. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Norman Powell comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Gordon in for Paul George. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Plumlee is checked in for Los Angeles. And the Suns here with a different look. Baisley's checked in for Durant. Warren comes in for Josh Okogie. Terrence Ross is checked in for Devin Booker. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. 2 on the clock. The shot by Powell, no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
1:05 left to play here in the half. Back to Powell. Looking to end the run. Here's Highland. Buries the long.
Is overturned.
How fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pass to Ayton. From 18 feet away, offensive rebound.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And so
42.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at him.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. You've got Gordon. Powell is out there with Batum. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Highland in at the point. Warren against Plumlee. Payne looking around. Ross on the wing. A 3-ball. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Powell on the double team. Ross passes to Warren. An easy 2 points on the layup.
T.J. Warren is a born scorer. That's his role, and he's aggressive with it.
Inside, Plumlee. Biyombo with the block. Powell against Warren. Paisley, good. Paisley's got his second bucket of the game to go.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
He feeds it to Ross. Passes it to Biyombo. Back to Ross. For three. Biyombo with it. Batum's there. The second chance effort. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Suns have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Zubac is checked in for Mason Plumlee. And the Suns here with a different look. KD's checked in for Paisley. Octopi comes in for Warren. Booker, he's checked in for Ross. And Paul subbed in for Cameron Payne. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Clippers trail by 15. Highland passes to Gordon. Zubac, a screen on Booker. They get it again. It's Powell on the wing. Eric Gordon on the wing. Back to Powell. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
Andre Ayton's checked in for Biyombo. Booker not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Booker's got 14.
Devin Booker lethal on the pull-up jump shot. Loves going to this shot when the D is not paying any attention.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Ayton.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
The Suns making a switch here. Paisley's checked in for Durant. T.J. Warren comes in for Josh Okogie. Terrence Ross is checked in for Devin Booker. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. There's the pick. A 3 from Warren. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 8 rebounds in this game. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Clippers trail by 15. George with the ball. Now guarded by Payne. The kick out to Westbrook. Ross with the steal. And oh, here we go with Ross. Nobody back. The pass to Paisley. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. To the inside. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Now, the coaching staff has to like that as he picks apart the defense there in the pick and roll play. Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Payne kicks to Warren. To the paint. 3 seconds left. He lays it in. And that's now 6 points for T.J. Warren.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Phoenix.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
Well, they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
Goes back up. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Unable to simply overwhelm people the way he did in college just because of his size. Ayton has done a much better job just staying patient. Great pump fake there.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Phoenix leading by 22. Leonard with the steal. Pass to George. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Well, great body control there. George, tremendous athlete, takes the hit, and he makes that one count.
Phoenix has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And Ayton gets double teamed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Durant against George. KD draws the double. Pass to Ayton. Just 4 to shoot. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Westbrook passes to Covington.
And Robert Covington, a guy who's out there to do it all for his team on both ends of the floor. He's going to make plays that impact winning.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Covington. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Okogie. Covington with the steal. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Leonard. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Ayton. KD against Westbrook. KD passes to Okogie. Booker finds Durant. Ayton a screen. Clock at 6. There's the pass to Paul. And that one good. And the Suns lead by 19.
CP3 taking a hit, still unfazed.
George dishes to Westbrook. Leonard on the wing. Now here is George. D right on him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner, and he nails it.
Booker draws the double. Paul for 3. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
His 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. And finished off by KD.
Yeah, little you can do now to slow him down. Durant's such a phenomenal offensive talent.
Kicks it out to Paul. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Now flying high and throwing it down.
with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. It's Durant on the wing. On the wing, Booker, defended by George. Just 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Booker.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Phoenix.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment team.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kevin Durant.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates and the wrecking ball on both ends.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
Booker draws the double. Paul passes to Durant. Jacks up a 3. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Phoenix grabs the miss. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome. But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, it looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully
So the Timberwolves win the tip. Here's Conley, and a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at point guard. Now here's Towns. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Minnesota with the ball, following the score by the Clippers. Fades away. Towns can't get it to go. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Conley. And Westbrook slams it home.
Such an explosive finisher. Westbrook is incredible to watch driving to the rack.
Conley against Westbrook. Gobert passes to Towns. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
And the shot is good by Westbrook.
Right at the basket is where Westbrook wants to be. He is fearless about going inside.
Here's Conley. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Pass to McDaniels. Down low. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
There is a reason Russell Westbrook ranks among the greatest ever in terms of assists. He excels at getting the ball to his open teammates.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Now here's George. Pass to Leonard. To the inside. It's blocked by Gobert.
A sensational defender. You have to know when Gobert is in the area.
Here's Leonard. Blocked again! Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. And that one is stuffed right through.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
George against Edwards. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Oh, good D by Edwards. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Out to the right wing. Towns down low. Zubac's there. Gobert inside. Covered by Covington. Gobert, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. And the basket by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6.
Still has the quickness to get by you. Russell Westbrook likes to put the D on his heels, then stop and pop.
And that one's good from Conley.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's Covington. Fades and shoots. George finds Westbrook. Out to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. George. And Conley grabs the miss.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley. The Clippers have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. The open look. And George with the basket on the assist by Westbrook. George has got his second basket.
Silky smooth stroke. Nice touch. Paul George is a terrific jump shooter.
Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's George. Over Edwards. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. He has 6.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Towns passes to Gobert. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Leonard on the wing. It's George on the wing. Guarded by Edwards. Here's Leonard with the drive. And Gobert with a block. Leonard passes to Zubac. Good D by Gobert.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead, up 2. And the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. Towns on a screen. Edwards for 3. Plumlee pulls down the board. The Clippers in the lead.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can. An aggressive move to a strong finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And Gobert with the stuff.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
19-footer. Fires the 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Brad, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, B.A., it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
The kick out to Conley. 4-3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Conley's got 7 points in the game.
And Mike Conley can do this now. He can play off the ball and punish the defense for giving him space.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Pass to Towns for 3. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Here's Gobert. And Minnesota calls time here. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in.
Well, one thing about Austin, he excels at breaking down a defense, this time finishing through contact.
Morris sets a screen. Inside, Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Poke loose. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. To the left side wing. Here's Prince. Rebound by the Clippers.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
That's good from George.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation. We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Pick by Prince. Let's go with a three. And no good. Los Angeles has got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
George passes to Morris. Minute 32 left in the first half. Back to George. Morris finds George. Jacks up a three. Beyond the arc. Morris can't hit. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Here's Prince. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. To the paint. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Not just hanging out on the perimeter, Prince showing his versatility and can challenge you at the rim.
Here's George. Offensive rebound. Pass to Highland. Fires the three. It's not going to go for him.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Here's Noel. Back to Prince. Lets the three fly. Second shot opportunity. Reed. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And he drops the first. Powell, he's checked in for Leonard.
Shooting for Minnesota.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Pass to George. It's Powell on the wing. Shot from the wing. From the high post. Morris outside. It's George on the wing. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Yet another one for Paul George. He can pile up points without wasting possessions.
To the wing, right side. It's tipped. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Paul George has been sensational.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
They've got Eric Gordon, Marcus Morris out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Mason Plumlee, and it's Highland in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Offensive board. Pass to Powell. Second chance shot. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Look at Norman keeping his composure, not letting the foul stop him from taking the shot.
Norman Powell at the line.
And so he makes both from the line. The Timberwolves shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. McDaniels a screen. From deep, Conley. He drops it from range. Conley's got 10 points.
Mike Conley makes just enough of these to keep the defense honest.
Here's Highland. 6 points for him. Pass to Powell. Over Edwards. Plumlee passes to Powell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Powell's gotten 4 this quarter.
We see this every night from Norman Powell, putting on his hard hat and going to work.
Towns double team. And it's powered home by Towns.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Out to Powell. Reverses. Pass to Plumlee. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. It's scooped up. And another shot. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. He's got 5.
You have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves trail. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Double team on Towns. Back to Reed. Launches it. He can't get that one to fall. And Los Angeles the other way now. To the middle. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Covington's checked in for Morris. Powell passes to Gordon. To the wing on the left. 5 to shoot. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Pass to Towns. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Lays it up and banks it in.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here's Highland. He's guarded by Conley. Plumlee. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Mike Conley. And he makes a first.
At the line for your player.
So he gets them both. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Outside Edwards. To the left wing. Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Reed. Six to shoot. Here's Towns. And he converts the layup. Towns has got 6 in the quarter.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. Leonard's checked in for the Clippers.
Now into the lineup for EuroCup.
A minute 39 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Plumlee. Now here's Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Conley passes to Edwards. Now here's Towns. Covered by Covington. Stolen by Reed. Inside. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And it's Towns with the power finish. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Highland. He's guarded by Conley. Pass to Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. From deep, Conley. Reed for 3. No luck on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Clippers making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Anderson's checked in for Towns. Prince comes in for McDaniels. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And Rivers is subbed in for Conley. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. In transition, here they come. Covington passes to Plumlee. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Anderson inside, and that one drops for him.
Way to convert through contact, Kyle, with excellent body control.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And stolen by Covington. And so it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point.
Oh, smart positioning by Covington. Just utilizing the corner to find a three-point opportunity.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. Outside McDaniels. Towns, a screen on Leonard. Clock at 6. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities. Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal, then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Edwards finds Towns. Leonard against Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Fast break, Minnesota. And here's Edwards outside. Covington grabs the board. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Edwards pulls it in.
How much mustard on that hot dog do you really need? I know he's going for the big finish, but he didn't need to do all that.
Pass to Towns. Down low. It's stolen by Leonard. Covington with it. And it's Gobert picking him up. Here's Plumlee. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Gobert gets the bucket.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Plumlee, a screen on Conley. Westbrook, the pass to Plumlee. Out to Leonard. Back to Plumlee. Wide open. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
To the paint. Here's Gobert. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got rebound number 8 now. Gobert, he's open. Another miss by Gobert.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Here's Leonard. Here's George. And again, it's the Clippers converting.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Almost 7 feet tall. Towns has the length to get to the line. A tough guy to guard.
And so Towns nails them both. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Plumlee, a screen on Conley. Outside Covington. Plumlee up top over Gobert. And misses it off the right side of the rim for Minnesota. They've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. And out of bounds, the Clippers will take it. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Los Angeles has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. For 3, George. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Clippers.
Tonight, they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
To the right side, here's Plumlee. An open look for him, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Clippers lead by 14. Gobert with a screen on Westbrook. Conley finds Gobert. Left side, McDaniels. The 3. Buries it from 3.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Fires at the elbow. Minnesota with a rebound.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
And stolen by Covington. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's George. George with another miss. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up